there was this kid after school, he wanted to fight, and like I never showed up to the fight, and so I regret not ever showing up to the fight, kind of, like I feel like I should have showed up. I think it becomes like a mentality as you get older if you don't stand up for yourself, so yeah, I think for a while I was not standing up for myself, so that's why I regret it,
Probably being more genuine to people, less sarcastic. You can't really follow up with that. I think I had trust issues and I wouldn't let people in.
I wish I would have been nicer to my mom. She passed away right before my senior year, and I just wish I would have had time to tell her how much I loved her and how good of a mom she was.
Yeah, a big one is having a core friend group through the first 3 years of it and doing everything with them, and then we let some drama get in between us, and I let them all get away from me, and still haven't had any redemption. I lost contact with all of them, and I honestly think about them all every day. They stayed friends as a group, yeah, and then I was just exiled.
And you still think about them to the same?
Almost daily, yeah. Yeah, it led to a lot of trust issues for me and things like that, so.
The one thing I regret is not being more involved with sports and clubs. And you know what? We were poor. And so I got that aspect because we would have to pay for uniforms and whatnot. And my parents didn't have it. And we were a family of 4 girls. And so how can I do it and not my other 3 sisters? And so I just decided, well, it's not in the cards for me. So yeah, my children got to do that though.
So yours is an interesting scenario where it's like not really a personal regret, like because there wasn't really much you could have done about it.
There isn't much I could have done. Now what I know, I'm a retired teacher, so I know there's programs out there that would have helped financially, and if I knew what I know now, I would have probably been able to do that through some program. So, oh well.
I would say probably wearing foundation that was 10 shades darker than my actual skin, that didn't match my neck, and wearing concealer all over my lips. And I would wear lots of mascara, like literally like spidery mascara. My lashes were like up to here. They would call me cake face. It was quite obvious. It didn't take much to notice. I just honestly thought I looked really good. So my friends would tell me, but I didn't listen.
Your friends would tell you not to do it too?
Huh? Yeah, because it was when I first started wearing makeup in like grade 8 or 9. I didn't know anything about makeup, so I would just like go into MAC and like find the darkest foundation that would make me look tan and like Jersey Shore vibes,
Okay.
But just didn't match my body. Honestly, I feel like nowadays everyone's so good at makeup. Like I feel like kids don't go through that awkward phase anymore.
That is so true. Why is that?
It's
Why
not
is
fair.
that? Yeah.
They never go through any ugly faces. Like they'll be like 14 years old and they look like they're 21 and they have their together.
Yeah, I was part of the ski team. So I'm from upstate New York, Rochester, New York, and I was on the ski team and also the ski club. And I just remember those bus rides from our high school out to the ski mountain, which was like 45 minutes. Like everyone had so much fun on the bus, and I was just like stuck up in my little corner against the wall listening to my Walkman or CD Discman or whatever. And I missed out on a chance of really getting to know them. And I really liked them as people, and I still like them as people when I follow them on Facebook. But I just was afraid. I kind of assumed that they were judging me, which I don't think was the case. Often you like lie to yourself, like you have these beliefs that are false beliefs. And as you get older, and now I'm actually getting to be 40 years old, right? So as I get older, I'm realizing that I had so many false beliefs that I was holding on to that I'm learning that were wrong, and I just need to get rid of them. And I'm still doing that today. There's a couple that I'm working on right now, and just kind of be free and be yourself. Like, yeah.
Definitely not trying hard enough. Like, school is easy for me, and I'd rather just like go make money or work than go to school. The way I thought about it is like, I started when I was like 15. I work at a Mexican restaurant, and the first paycheck hit, I was like, I'd rather work 8 hours, make money, than sit in class, learn about stuff I'm not gonna use. So like, I think that was a big thing for me, like not have my priorities straight, because I think I could have gone further than just join the Navy. So I think that's probably my biggest regret.
Not graduating.
That I wish I would have stayed in school and finished school.
Definitely dropping out and quitting football for sure. I had a son pretty early, and I just thought that I couldn't handle both. A lot of people think I'm not gonna miss high school. You're gonna miss high school for sure. As much as you hate high school, you're gonna miss it.
just not taking classes serious, you know what I'm saying? And also not getting more girls, you feel me? Not getting more girls, I regret that.
I regret that I didn't study harder. And when I graduated from high school, I didn't feel I was smart enough to go to college with the rest of my friends, when in fact I was just as smart as they were, but I didn't have confidence, so I didn't go to college. My life turned out great because I ended up working for the airlines, and I've had a phenomenal life, but I've always been a little embarrassed that I don't have a college graduation, that I'm not a college graduate.
I regret pushing myself too hard. I regret buying into the idea that college was the only path, doing a million APs and grinding and kind of losing myself, because when I entered college I was full of a lot of anxiety, and I realized that there were so many other paths besides just grinding through high school, and I think I could have lived my life a lot fuller at that age. And then I learned in college to relax and not be always worried about trying to do the next best thing or be the very best version, but just to loosen up and try things.
That wasn't me. That I basically focused on what everybody else was doing in high school. So, but now I'm a boss, and all the rest of those they work at Walmart and the corner store. So because I'm a cool ass motherfucker, I'm a whole vibe. So that's just me. So I think that's why that's my regret, because I feel like if I was me back then I would have a lot more friends, because we want that belonging, that sense of belonging.
Do you have advice for some other girl in high school right now?
Girl, be yourself. All the rest of them, because guess what? They gonna have about 22 kids on welfare, working at Walmart, and guess what? You gonna be a boss, period.
The one thing I regret is spending too much time on Facebook. Spending too much time on Farmville. That game, I can't, the amount of time I spent on Farmville competing with my relatives and friends was wild.
Getting in a lot of trouble. I used to fight all the time. Give them the ones and twos. Mike Tyson, Rocky Balboa. But you know what? I learned my lesson. I figured, violence is not the key, and you just gotta, just stay on task.
Still regret that I got in a fist fight with a girl. We were skating, she came on, she probably liked me, but I was, whatever, young guy, didn't realize she was messing with me more so and wanted to fight me, and so we started fighting. But I kind of regret that in hindsight now.
Ghosting him in high school. We went to prom together at my junior year, and then I ghosted him right after that, and then a few years after high school we ended up getting together. And here we are, 3 years later.
And then so, do you remember how you felt when she ghosted you?
I was just trying to figure out why. Honestly, it was right after prom even.
What made you kind of forgive that? And
I've had my own issues in life where it's just I wish people gave me a second shot, so I just gave her one.
Not getting a boyfriend, because I really wish I had one right now.
Being in a relationship all of my high school, because I was young and should have been being around with a bunch of people and enjoying life rather than stuck with one person who's going to cheat on you anyway.
I regret that I had a boyfriend that was jealous, and it caused me to not be as outgoing. I kind of just didn't want to get him jealous, so I didn't talk to other people, and I regret that.
I think the one thing I still regret is being too eager to love. Being too eager to love and grow up instead of enjoying the time spent in high school that you never get again. And of course, those young relationships, I think, teach you a lot about yourself and about what you want and what you don't want. But I think that it's easier to learn that through your own experiences versus having to learn it through somebody else.
Not going to the next level, honestly. See, I was playing sports and, I had the chance to go to the next level and play for a college football team, but I didn't go because I was, living a high school life, not thinking of my future.
The most powerful thing I'd say that I regret from high school is not standing up for myself. Being very shy and quiet when I was young, I just allowed a lot of things to be gotten away with. So yeah, that would be my answer. Yeah.
I definitely regret not sticking up for myself more, standing up for myself and not letting people really hurt me and affect me. High school sucked, and I'm really glad it's over and I'd never relive that again. I wish I could have told people to shut the up.
Do you have any advice for other people who have a hard time standing up for themselves in high school?
Say the first mean thing that comes into your mind. If people are being mean to you, just give it right back. There's nothing good about like letting people get away with things like that and hurting you. So yeah, just say stop even. Knock it off, like anything.
And if I could share one more thing, what I found very important is it doesn't last forever. You feel like you're gonna be there forever, and it doesn't last forever. And there's so much more of your life. I actually feel really sorry for the prom king and queen who, you know, that was their top moment in life at graduation from high school, when there's so much more. There's just so much more, there really is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I guess for both of you, what has life been like since high school?
It was only up from there, are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Finding your voice.
Yeah, finding your real friends and people.
Yeah, discovering that there is that network out there.
Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, we didn't talk about that a lot. You know, families were shrouded in secrecy and all kinds of stuff. So you wouldn't talk to your friends about things that were uncomfortable.
Most of your friends weren't your friends in high school anyway.
Well, that's true.
You know?
That's true too.
It was just the people you were kind of stuck with. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not forever. It's not forever, and that's really, really.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. I'll be posting bonus footage from this episode on my Patreon. That means more answers and extended cuts of each answer. And if you want to see it, you can sign up. I'll have it linked in my description. And if I ever do follow-ups on the people you see in this episode, that'll be on my Patreon as well. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.